Hello guys, welcome back. Sethonan here. This is the Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Awakening. You are looking at the screen of the Chinese version. And I'm doing this because it's easier to showcase the characters when you already have them built. I have been playing since launch in the Chinese version, and I'm playing the English one that was released for Singapore. It's not a global release, it's just for Singapore. It's very friendly, just like the Chinese one. You don't need a VPN to play it. You don't need to make an account from Asia or stuff like that. You can log in with just your Google account or the Awakening version, the one from Singapore. You can actually log in with your Facebook if you want to, because some of the game activities require you to share your progress. So you're going to have to link at least something from Facebook. It can be a fake account. They don't ever check if it's an actual Facebook account. Um, but you can share many things that give you gem prizes. I'm sorry for the noise. I usually wait until later to actually record the videos I'm making. But my neighbors, fans of this or subscribers for this channel that have been watching for some time know that I have very noisy neighbors. They are always partying. Anyways, I see a lot of recurring questions about the game. People are asking, what are they going to do with the stamina drop? Well, for starters, there is no problem with the stamina. The thing is, this game is self-sustainable. Of course, if you want to invest money, you can do so, but I don't advise that you spend money buying energy. In fact, your very best investment in this game is buying gems. And let me go to the store. The packages are named different in the store. Why? Because with gems you can buy this little sack that has 11 summoning stars for just 1,000 gems. And here in the store there are packages. There is one guy in the Reddit forums for Seiya Awakening that was going all let's do some spreadsheets on this, and let's analyze this and that, and what's the best value for your money. This game, I have actually supported in the Chinese version because I have bought a couple of packages because it's very cheap. A couple thousand gems here and there every once in a while. You might not believe this, but this game is one of the highest grossing games for Android and iOS. You just don't see this advertised a lot because the Chinese version is not tied to the Google Store. So there are no trackings in Google. The Singapore version is very soon going to shoot up to the highest earners. Yes, there is some stuff that you can buy to make your life easier, but it's just too expensive, and you are better off just buying gems. Uh, Let me just check which one is it. Ah, here it is. This 648 yuan, I think that's like $30 or something like that. It gives you 6,000 gems. That would be 66 summoning stars for just $30. But what would you do if I told you that if you save up all your free gems every day, every week, and you just buy this package every time you get 1,000 gems, you will be able to gather around 103 summoning stars for every banner. So yeah, you know what, when I noticed that, There is one character that it's only available through the store, and that's Phoenix Ikki. In the Singapore version, he's sorry, he's $1, I believe. It's very very cheap. It's laughably cheap, and once you buy him once, he gets added to the summoning pool. So you will be pulling cards for him, not left and right, but just enough to start working on him if you are a fan. So that. So buying energy. Now that the game is starting in the Awakening version, you can actually buy the first two packages. One starts at 30 gems and the second one is 60 gems. Every package gives you 60 energy. The third one is 90, and I think the fourth one is 120 gems. I would stop at the third one. Why? Because down the road, around 4 months from launch, they are going to turn the first two energy recharges completely free. So you're going to be making 120 stamina every day for free. And then you have this, you have to keep an eye out because it's very, very limited. It has a time window. Jacob, he is a friend of Hyoga in the manga and anime. He prepares you 2 meals every day for 60 energy each. So that's another 120 energy that you're going to have available throughout the day. Now, Saint Seiya Awakening in the very beginning feels very, very grindy and impossible. But here is one trick. If you wait until you get your Jacob meals to get your bar, your energy bar above the limit, just watch how much energy I have. And I very, very rarely nowadays, unless I really, really want to level up a character, I never go below 1000 energy unless I have to grind for Cosmos hard to equip a character that I don't have the Cosmos for. Yeah. And a lot of people that are starting out in Awakening haven't yet reached level 21 in their account, so they don't have the Cosmos available yet. So yeah, you're not going to be grinding for experience, you're not going to be grinding for materials for Awakening. I know it feels oppressive in the beginning because you start amassing characters left and right, even if they are B cards and C cards. I'm going to show you just how many excess C cards I have. And all the rebirth tomes that you start accumulating because you don't have enough experience to bring 6 characters in one go to level 80. But cards is not a problem, experience is not a problem. In fact, for example, this is actually 1,430,000,000 experience points, and that's barely enough to bring one character to level 70. And I'm only this low because I built Lord Hades to level 70 and 5 stars, and I also brought up Evil Saga to level 70 and 5 stars in one go. The same day, that was like 3 or 4 days ago. I ran out of energy because I did 2 characters at once. I shouldn't have, but I wanted to test them. Hades because he was a banner like a month and a half ago, and Evil Saga because he is the banner for this week in the Chinese server. And I have been playing, I have been spreading resources left and right. I have several AD characters like Shaka, Aiolos, God Seiya, and I'm still deciding if I should bring Camus, Shura, Aphrodite, Death's Mask, Saga, Ailoya, Shion, Doko, Pandora, Mu. I'm actually working, I'm still working on him. I didn't know he was very, very powerful. He's one of the meta characters in the Chinese server because he can completely obliterate certain teams. Um, I did bring my Tauros to 60 and stuff like that while finding out what characters work for me. But I also have A cards at level 70. I have Hyoga, Marine. I'm working on Isaac Kraken. I want to bring my Phoenix Ikki Firebird to level 70 because he's very, very powerful at high levels. Um, I have Skilla Io, Chameleon June. I'm working on her. I passed on her because when I started playing, I committed that mistake of equating the anime and manga characters' performance to the in-game performance. So I went for the popular ones, the ones I wanted. I went for Doko immediately. I leveled up Aiolia. I shouldn't have. He's a good character, but he's not a meta character. He's good for a newbie. When I joined the Chinese version after the open beta on the official release in November last year, they gave away a free Saint of Leo and stuff like that. So yeah, don't worry. If I hadn't spread my resources so much, because I also went for B cards because you really need these cards. Um, this is the Sextant Saintia. I also have to work on my Kiki. I have gotten away with still having him 4 stars and level 60, but I really need to bring him to level 80. Um, so don't worry too much right now. You are a week in. There is no need to buy stamina because there is this. This is the training of Master Doko. And playing the Awakening version, I finally understood exactly how it works. It's like this. You have a maximum amount of stamina that you can store. Let's say you have 150 stamina as a limit. Unlike many games in the market where you have to spend that energy and keep the energy from filling up to the limit because that's not efficient, in this game what is more efficient is to let it fill completely, go above the level like I'm right now. I have 10 times more energy than the limit, than my natural limit for the account. Every point of energy in excess of the limit is stored in this box. That's 70%. So every 5 minutes, instead of restoring one single point of energy, I'm restoring 70% of the excess energy I have. So the more energy you have accumulated, the faster this box will fill up. And then you just come here and start. You can. I have gotten away with just doing my dailies, waiting 10 hours, come for a full box, and in the next 10 hours I get another full box, and you start getting activity here. These are experience points. This thing that says level, that's your training level. And once you reach higher levels, instead of leveling up your account, you have to train with Doko so you can store more energy, so you regenerate more energy every 5 minutes. Like right now, this account regenerates, instead of a single point of energy, it regenerates No, it's per hour. Eight energy points are stored in this box per hour. So um, you get a lot of extra energy from here. And if that's not sufficient, when you come here, this will change later, but in the Awakening version, if you come here to the ruins, to the ancient ruins, to farm experience, the dimensional space to farm materials for Awakening, or the Titan ruins, farming for Cosmos, you can get a drop of one Pope treasure scroll from here. Every scroll you have accumulated is equal to 10 stamina points. So I have stored here 560 energy that I can cash in every time. But if I come, well, for me it's now different because this version is different. It's from here, from this mission, and they increase the drops in this event. This opens up when your account is level 31. You can come to the Spectre Tower, and every floor has a chance of giving you 2 or 3 scrolls for the Pope treasure. And also by doing your dailies, you get 3 scrolls every day for free, just doing your normal dailies. So if you're doing the math, you are making like 300 to 400 free energy every day. This game is not stingy with the gems. I spent 1000 gems last night buying summons for my event, and I already have 443 because I am competing on Duel, on the Galaxy Duel, on the ladder here, and you also get prizes for gems. Even though they are just 5 gems, they start adding up really fast here on the training hall. And of course there's also the prize, the weekly prize for playing the Holy War. I suspect that they didn't translate the name properly. What you know as Sacred Duel in reality is the Holy Land War, because that's from the manga. So you come here, and also every week you will be getting prizes from here. And I haven't touched this in like forever. Oh, there's a practice mode. Yeah. I play this just every once in a while, because even if you think that my account is overpowered, it's not. I'm middle of the road in the Chinese version because I haven't committed to a single team. So I'm way too spread. I have to consolidate, bring several characters to level 80, and fully upgrade them. So you get gems from this every day from the PvP. If you haven't played your Saint Arena here, do it. Do it. Don't think, even if you lose, you win. Because you get PvP tokens, and with those PvP tokens you can buy skill tomes fragments to build tomes to upgrade the skills of your character. So it's 45 to 60. If you are in the upper echelons, you make like 100 gems every day, so 700 gems per week plus the weekly price is not enough for you. You get gems up the wazoo in this game. If you want to invest money, it's because you want to have all the characters at the highest level. Now, just to close the video, a friendly advice. Instead of worrying right now on getting characters through the banners, because you will over time. Aiolos is not lost. He is already added to the pool, to the summoning pool. Uh, Saga is not lost. He is already added to the normal summoning pool. And in the next banner, after Aiolos, you can still get those. Uh, like Hades came out like a month and a half ago, month I believe. There's been several banners since I missed him. I spent like 200 summoning stones trying to get him when he came out, and I missed entirely, wrongly. But if you check in the Reddit forums, there's a post from me that says Evil Saga event or something like that. In Spanish, because I have a channel for Saint Seiya in Spanish too. I managed to get Hades during the Evil Saga summoning. Finally, after missing him for so long. In fact, I'm only missing, I'm going to show you right away. I think I already did this. But just to show you that I'm a free player. Well, I have spent maybe like $5 total over 6 months. I'm just missing Poseidon, Scorpion Milo, this Saintia who I don't even know, but you only get these from the PvP tokens. This is not a summon. I haven't invested in her. And Wyvern Radamantis. And there's a new character from the A pool, this one, Worm Raimi from the Spectre Army. But you can only get him through the normal summons, and he's very rare. The A's are somewhat rare anyways. Or you can buy him from here directly in the store. There will come a new event for the Awakening that lasts a whole month, and you have to perform certain missions. There's a list of missions. They give you honor and stuff like that, and every level you get free prizes if you are a free player. But if you choose to buy a special package that I think will be like around $30, you get the free prizes and you get these awesome prizes. For example, the first level, after you buy the package, you don't get these directly. You have to earn them. You have to play. But the very first one is 200 gems, one special coffer, and it's usually a special skin that you cannot get anywhere else, but this time it's Raimi. And you get box of shards, you get extra stamina, and the prices start getting crazy very, very fast. I have reached, because I don't farm strong every day, I have reached level 20 just from playing every day. But there are tons of levels. And obviously, if you pay for this, you're going to get extra energy. Some of these are very cool because these tomes, these skill tomes, are worth the price of entrance. Oh, there's Poseidon shards this month, because this changes every time. Special Cosmos, Summoning Stars. You want value for your money? Now, that's a pricing I can get behind. It's 60 yuan. I don't know in dollars how much is that, but in Mexican pesos, that's like 450 or 350. I don't know. It's pretty cool. And the best part is, these guys want to sell you things. They want you to buy stuff. Like, I don't usually go crazy or get excited for spending money. But look at this thing. You don't have to buy it beforehand. Like, you can wait one day before finishing just to see how far you went. And if you manage to get to level 60, then you say, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Like, for example, right now I'm level 4. So if I decide to buy it right now, then I'm going to get all of this at the same time, because that's the stuff I have already finished. So it's one full character, 200 gems, 60 energy, and a ton of money. Money is not a problem anymore in this game either. In fact, they have started adding money sinks and energy sinks because people are just swimming in the fucking things. And sorry for the language. Like, to upgrade your cosmos, for example, you have to sacrifice several cosmos like this, and just get a look of how many. These are useless for me. They don't work for any of my characters because they have bad stats. I just I have farmed for those. I'm just kind of trying to divorce from them. They are useless for me. Even the legendary ones, they are like, yeah. For example, this one is very cool. This is for magic, but it has bad stats. So so it's useless for me. Well, actually, this one is cool because it has drain. Drain is very useful in higher levels. So don't worry too much, guys. This game is going to improve. This game is going to get very, very cool. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing the Awakening version very deeply because I have invested more time here. So I'm only using it to know what a lot of the menus are. Because I have been playing this blind for over 7 months. So tell me if this is a difficult game. I have been playing this, taking screenies, running them through Google Translate, and trying to make sense of the gibberish that program gives me. Like, for example, the skills and abilities, you have to extrapolate a lot. Like, you get all of this in Chinese and then you translate through Google. I have to translate to Spanish and English and trying to extrapolate from both what the skills actually do. And this is how I have been playing. This is something that it's also going to be included later. These are worshipping temples, and they increase the stats for all your characters. These are the money sinks. You have to buy flowers, and then later they gave you the flowers for free, but you need like millions of flowers to level up the temples. And there's a lot of stuff that if you want to ask through the comments. But don't you worry. There's a strategy. Right now, like I told you, wait until your energy fills up. But after you unlock this guy, it's in the same place in the Awakening version. It says training or something like that. Here it has a more proper name. According to the manga, it's called Misopedamenos, Grandmaster Doko Training. But if you are not familiar with the series, with the characters, well, just call it the training, Master Doko Training, and that's okay. So once you have unlocked this, wait until your energy fills up, buy one or two energy package, let it rest for a couple of hours, come back, get your extra energy just like I did. Play a little, just make sure that when you finish playing, your energy is still full. Because if your energy is empty or below the maximum level, nothing is going to be stored here. And that's how you run into an energy drought. That's how you do it. So a lot of things are going to get automated, like for example this thing. You get an assistant here for Kiki, and you do several missions are played automatically for you with just one click of a button. So you don't have to farm anymore. Your time is valuable. Tencent know this, and it's surprising since many of the more famous grinding games have been Chinese. But what they want you to do is to spend some money, just a little money, to buy gems so you can buy summoning stars, so you can get a lot of repeats for your characters, or they want you to just be a lazy ass and buy stuff from the store that you can get with gems. Like for example, instead of spending time farming, this is way too expensive anyways, but you can buy materials for Awakening, you can buy materials for 8 cents, you can buy extra money. I don't know who needs money in this game. I have like 3 trillions and I haven't run out. And they want you to buy this stuff, but the ones that you buy with gems, the skill tomes, but the ones you buy with gems. But still, it's a very player-friendly game. Like the only thing that would be better in my roster is if my characters had more skill levels. But for example, Doko, who is a character I like a lot because that's my zodiacal sign. I have used a couple of skill books in the very beginning. I wouldn't do that again, not because Doko is bad, but because there are better characters that are going to come out later. And this is what I am advising in the Reddit forums. So if you don't read those, then I can tell you here. One piece of advice I can give you is save every blue book. They look like that. They look like this. Those blue books and the pieces for those books. Save everything you can until you have, because you need 50. Either 50 cards or 50 blue books to max out the skills of a character that has 4 skills. They are usually S ranks. Don't ever use blue books on A cards or B cards, because you are going to get those through the nose. Like, it's not going to be strange for you to be pulling 200 or 300 normal summons throughout the week. And most of the time, that's going to be just to bring these rebirth tomes to level 70, to level up your characters. So save every blue book. Don't worry too much. Yeah, I know you want to speed things up. The energy feels very limited because you are farming here in floors 3, 4, or 5. This is where you're farming right now, or maybe you are on floor 1 or floor 2. And maybe from floor 1 to floor 2 you don't see a very big difference. But let me show you. Let me run a single floor. 10th floor. It still costs 6 energy to run this floor. And this is why it feels like you need a lot of energy. No, what you need is to level up your characters, to gear up your characters so they can come here and farm. And you can even do that automatically. Because for the same 6 energy, like if you want to run this 10 times, it's 60 energy. But it's the same 60 energy if it's the first floor or the 10th floor. And the purple and the orange materials, the awakening stones 2 and 3, are very, very rare. But you are going to get so many blue stones. Like one good farming session here using 120 energy, that's 20 runs of the floor. That nets you around 600 blue stones. That's enough to fully awaken a character. Because you can build the purple and you can build the orange stones. And my characters are not yet maxed out. I'm just bringing them. There you go. Oh, I didn't take a screening. Well, you can go back and check how many of the things I got. Multiply that for 10 and then multiply that for 20. And like, for example, if I wanted, I could run this 100 times today. And I will still have energy left because I have the scrolls. I could go again over the limit and start accumulating energy in a single day. And this is not for weeks. I farm every day. I spend like 3 to 500 energy every day, and I still end up with an excess of energy. And I'm saving even more up because, and I'm sorry for the long video, but this has to be explained to give you the proper perspective, because this, you're going to run this and this. These special events, sorry dude, I can't play right now. It costs 30 energy every time. So yeah, I usually wait until I have 2,000, maybe 2,500 energy saved up and just let it run. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh, so you want to run this? You can run the Kiki treasure hunt with a friend if you want. But if you have already completed it, like me, then you're just helping your friend farm stuff. This is fun, even if you don't believe that. This is fun. Like, I am only going to get hearts right now, so I just take the stones out of the way. And I trust, well, he missed, so I'm gonna try to get it. Oh, I missed too. Dude, we suck. Alright. Yeah, we finished. He's going to get 25 gems for free, thanks to me. Well, that's all for the video. Like I said, guys, don't worry too much. Don't try to do everything in a couple of days, because if you try to do that, it's going to cost you money. But just give it a couple of days, play the game normally, but don't spend your whole energy bar at once. Like, dose it throughout the day. Once you unlock the Master Doko training, you have to have that first. And you unlock that, I think, at level 12 or something like that. But yeah, do that first, and then it's going to pay for itself. You have to choose if you want to have high level characters first, or if you want to have the Cosmos first. I will wait until the account was level 50 or 16 before the Cosmos to bring everybody to level 40 and 4 stars before working on the Cosmos. because Cosmos improved your characters way, way more than just levels and rebirth alone. So you have to have the Cosmos unlocked. And you can only equip the whole thing when you are level 40. Before that, there are level restrictions. But just do that. Trust me, the game is going to improve and you can play pretty well right now. In fact, I have only played maybe 7 hours total since I started playing the Awakening version, so I have been around for 3 days now. This is going to be my 4th reset, and my account is already level 21 going to 22, and I already have moved to level 40 and 4 stars, and he's fully decked in Cosmos, and I'm doing very, very well on PvP. On the arena ladder, I'm at rank 129, and in Sacred Duel, I think I am around 600. So I already qualify for the banning stage. When you reach Gold League in Sacred Duel, then you can choose a character for the enemy team that is going to be banned for the encounter. But if you want that explained in depth, that's going to be a different video. So for now, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And remember, keep grinding on.